Hello everybody, this is Quinzell, and this is probably my fourth time trying to get this video to work properly. The recording, really. So I have played this house back and forth without saving multiple times and just wasn't working for me because there was always something going on. And when I finally got this recording done, I realized that my audio wasn't recording for this and a few other videos. So this is a post recording of when the actual video was taken, so I'm sorry you won't be able to get my actual feelings at the time when I was playing this game. So if I'm correct, we're in the Cap house. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think that's Miranda Cap and her daughter, and her mom, her dad, her little brother and sister. And I had to do a lot of redecorating of the house. I didn't change any walls or I didn't change the walls or add anything new, but I did change the wallpaper just to make it look like these kids a little bit more. I added my table with the little desk locator because I can't stand hunting for their homework. If there's a bane of anything that I hate about Sims 2, it is searching for homework. I can't stand it. And so I did a little redesigning and recoloring and stuff like that because by this time, this was like, I don't know, the third or fourth time I tried to record it. And the way it looked irked me. Even if it was just for a day, it irked me. And I wish I didn't, but it did. So, yeah, I got Miranda's room looking better. I got the boys' room looking better. I got the girls' room looking a little bit better. And I don't know if at the end of this, if I had another pregnancy. No, actually, no. They have a toddler, right? So no, they don't need another child. They have enough children. And unfortunately, if I recall correctly, the mom, the wife is the only one who's working. And, we're not here for that. She is a money sim too, so she don't like to be missing out on the money. The one great thing about money sims and pregnancy, though, is that at least they'll have more time to work on their skill set. I did have to change some stuff with the house, like my other ones. Like, for whatever reason, some of the tables and some of the chairs was not working with this particular hood. And I'm not sure why. Again, maybe it's a mod that they have that I don't, or a mod that I have and they don't. I'm not sure. Because it shouldn't be an issue, but when you're using certain move objects cheats or, snap grid cheats, then maybe it makes stuff not work and function like it would have before. So this is the morning before they have to go to school. This is the house they were already set in. If I recall, this family in particular were in the bin in the original hood, and you had to find a home for them. I could be 100% wrong. So that is, what's her name? Meredith? Hold on just a moment. I don't have my glasses. It makes certain texts that are too small and far away much clearer. So sorry if I can't really articulate what I'm seeing on the screen. I don't have my glasses and I don't have time to look for them. This is the son, and he was someone who's a little bit mischievous, but he actually has a good heart, and I think that's sweet. And this is their little girl over here. I have a different default replacement for her hair. So Desdemona, she no, not for her hair, for her makeup, her face makeup. I changed all that up. And she wants a skill point, which we are going to help her do. Of course, a money sim wants money. I kind of wish there was a different version of the money sims because there's lots of people who want money, but some people don't want to spend it like that. Like they want it like in the bank. And Sims 2 doesn't really have that diversity when it comes to money sims or even romance sims or any other sims, I guess. But I think that's where Sims 3 shines a bit more because they go into nuances of different goals and, aspirations into different degrees. And they give you just more options. There is a mod that helps with that, though. It doesn't help with the wants per se. But the overall lifetime wants, you have a lot more variation with one of those lifetime chooser mods by a modder whose name I cannot recall right now because I have a headache, and I'm sorry about that. It's also been a while since I posted. I've been having a lot of things happen lately in my family concerning my dad. He has had multiple strokes and heart attacks, so it's been it was hard for me to focus, and that's also part of the reason why it was hard for me to record this video. And also one of the reasons why I'm so upset when I realized that I don't have my audio from then. So I just the morning I just wanted them to talk to each other a bit more. In my first playthrough, the mom was able to become best friends with her son and the little girl. She didn't have the chance to talk to Miranda, but in this scenario, she had a chance to get that best friend's achievement with her. Uh, and hopefully, we can do it with the kid too. I can't recall. And since the dad, I believe, is unemployed, he's the one who is getting the baby her skills. I'm hoping to give her walking today, because that's generally the first skill I want to work on is walking. I definitely need to change her hair. I have not been CC shopping in so long. Like, I have to work on my videos. I gotta get rid of all this excess stuff off of my computer. I need more storage space, which is why I haven't looked for any more CC. And it's just a little bit hilarious when my people come out with these kinky, curly afros style hairstyles for people who should not be having them. But oh well. At the end of the day, the toddlers are not in that state for long enough for me to generally care enough to change it. Okay, he wants a job. And I got one paid for the lawyer. I think he should go ahead and try that. He has a college degree. I had to redo the kitchen a little bit. I made it like a little blue, cutesy kind of kitchen. I feel like even though they're not, say, rich, the mom's a money sim. She would want, decent quality, if not high quality, materials and wallpaper and floors in her home. And I can't accommodate everything, because a money sim be having $4,000 and want like a statue for $3,000 and 500, and I'm just not doing that because that's stupid. But I can do little stuff. So I changed the wallpaper a little bit. I did not change the bathroom. It was fine to me. I didn't do any recolors or anything. It's just making it enough so that it's serviceable to me. It also doesn't cause me physical pain. I did cheat a little bit and give some of these sims some skills. I don't know if I have it in recording, but one thing I noticed when making a custom hood is that the relationships between spouses and children and siblings can be easily overlooked, and also their skills can be easily overlooked. I feel like, a child should at least have 3 skills, if nothing else. A toddler could have at least one, maybe. But a teenager having no skills altogether is just crazy. Oh, he stole my stuff, you bastard. I don't know why I keep stealing the newspaper. They can't steal your gnome. It has happened on occasion where people have stolen my gnome, and then my sim will walk out to try to save it. And I don't know if that's a fix that someone made of a feature that was supposed to be in the game all along, because that never happened before recently. So that actually is hilarious to me. Okay, so now she's back from school. I'm gonna have the dad make some food. Who's that? Who's that girl? Go ahead and greet her. Go ahead. Cause I don't. No, they know people. It's just I don't know. I want them to know more people, and I believe this is yeah. Okay. I know who that is. That's her cousin. And now you want to bring over this dude. Okay, yeah. Sure. I allowed it. Look at her. She became best friends. She got a promotion. Womp womp. So now we have 2 people here. 2 extra people. And we need more food. There's a mod that allows the serve dinner option to give like 8 pieces of food. I never really downloaded it, but there's an option for those who have bigger families. And honestly, since I'm watching this with you guys about a week after I recorded it, I don't remember what I'm doing at this time. I must have been going over their wants or something. Okay, there's the children. And now, and I say yes to this is too well, because sometimes no matter how organized something is, you just gotta choose chaos. For the sake of the video, or just, Sims. It is chaos. Sims 2 and 3 is chaos. Sims 4, there's a mod for that, I guess. Okay, I just want her to talk person just a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah, another one, huh? Okay, yeah, full house, full house. He's gonna have to make 2 plates of food. And look at that, he has a best friend. Oh. Oh my god, I love Belle's little outfit. It's just the cutest thing. But look at little, what's her name? Desdemona? No, that's not Desdemona. I'm sorry. Desdemona is our girl. This is, I'm not trying to get it wrong, but this is one of the girls from Berry Berry. And this medieval dress is giving me the notion even now to just play my little historical hood, my medieval hood, but the download folder is not, I gotta work through that first. And that's the only thing keeping me from playing it, because there's a lot of CC I downloaded. Tons and tons of medieval content, and it's just, I have to narrow down what I like and what I don't like, and that's a lot to go through. But oh my gosh, that dress is bringing me back to one of my loves as well. That's the perks of Sims, though. In the content creating the modern community, they made so many different things that you can play almost any historical or fantasy setting, underworld setting. I've seen people doing zombie settings. There's a mod that can start a zombie apocalypse if you want it. I have mods for the vampires to make it so they can turn you into a ghoul. They can bite to feed, and they can bite to turn or kill. And I just think that's more realistic. The same with the werewolves. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, if you're gonna have these vicious species that have the capacity of so much harm and destruction, and not giving me the option to kill people, Sims, I think the problem is you, not me. Okay, I don't want kind werewolves and vampires all the time. Someone has to be the evil one in the group. I got the mods, 3 to 2 traits mods. So someone, every once in a while, some of these Sims are evil. So maybe a storyline for evil Sim would be they would kill folks, even the fairies, because there is a spell for the fairies to kill. That I looked at. I have never tried though. I haven't really tried any of the fairy spells, and that's crazy. Excuse me while I get some hot chocolate. She out here talking about to the little girl. I think her main name is Gonorrhea. Fair warning, my viewer of this video, as I'm doing the voice record, is very, very small. I can't see any of the names. I can't read the words. I can just see what's going on. Oh, he is so... His fun is all the way down. My boy, you can... Okay, man. Okay. I do love the electric blue hair that I gave that guy. It looks amazing on him. Look at those girls. She's gonna have her a best friend. And that's another thing. Best friends, I guess, are also sometimes not accounted for in these custom hoods. Veronaville definitely needed more work. Here she goes. I love her in green. She looks so good in green. But it's not about you. Don't. I hope I don't invite her in. We have way too many people in this house. Okay, you better get that lunch meat sandwich if they're hungry, because I did say he would make another meal, didn't I? But we only have one cabinet, one counter to make some food on, though. I don't know how long I'm going to become the house husband. It's kind of weird to simultaneously be trying to plan ahead, but also put in my head, trying to remind myself that I never said I would do a whole series on Veronaville. They did need their good portion for me, because I tried the Montes and Romeo and Juliet, and the Montes with the Romeo, and I don't think I did Juliet's. I went to the Summer Dream household, and I did Romeo's household, and I got bored because Shakespeare is just not something I was ever interested in. I hate to say it, it's really because I just don't understand what they're saying. It's too flowery, it's too descriptive, it hurts my head, and I feel like reading is supposed to be for fun. I never like reading when it's a part of a chore. At least not when I was in high school. Like, ugh. So it took me a long time to get into reading books that I wanted to read for me, versus what they decide that, you should be reading. And, There's a lot of books that you should read that they introduce you to that are wonderful. It's just there's some that I'm like, oof, I wish I didn't have to read this crap. All right, all right, all right. She's so adorable in that outfit. Okay, he's looking a lot better. But he wants to be friends with her, so we'll allow him to play with her for a little bit, and then later on we're gonna have to teach him how to study. When I first played The Sims 2, it was so much harder than Sims 1. It was incredible. I decided to make a mom and have her a kid of every age. I wish I didn't do that. That was the worst way to get introduced into Sims 2. It was the worst because the baby needed so much stuff. The kids need to learn how to study, and I never had the mom had the chance to go and teach them how to study. So they took forever to do their homework, and then their grades, their fun was down, and then they had to go to sleep. It was just a roller coaster of bad red moodlets, angry Sims, everything. Maybe that'll be his girlfriend, and who knows. I don't like forcibly putting my Sims in relationships. There are times where I said, no, I want you to be with this person. I'm pretty much stuck on it. But for the most part, for these pre-made Sims, I don't have that same notion in my head. Like, I don't like everyone assuming that Alexander Golf will be with old girl. Because it's kind of sad when you think about it that those are just the only two kids in the whole neighborhood. And really, there's no one else but Lucy. Not to say that she's not a good Sim or nothing, but I just, it just... Do you really have a choice if there's no one else? I don't think so. You don't really have a choice if there's no one else. So that's why I do like random Sims, and I don't like the random townie Sims. One, you don't have any affection for them the same way you do with the ones that you play with. But it does introduce a new gene pool. And it just gives your own Sim some options. Okay, what they doing now? She wants to be best friends with her mom. And I need to teach her how to study too. There's so much to do and so many people in this little house. And I hate the landing on the upstairs because there's just one square. Have all those bedrooms in just one square for walk space. And in Sims 2, that is trouble. In Sims 1, that's trouble. In Sims 3, it could be better. Who knows about Sims 4? I haven't checked that out in a long time. Okay, good on her for washing the dishes. All right, he's teaching the boy. Wonderful. Their cousin is on the ballet bar. Great. Desdemona. I'm gonna have you make some more food for folks because we have like 4 extra guests. Wait, is that Desdemona? No, that's the wrong name. And I had the mom out here, Gonorrhea, out here teaching the baby how to walk. I wanted the husband to do it, but he was not able to achieve it like he did the first time I played the game. Oh well, stuff doesn't always happen the same way. Oh my god, look at his fun. And you're out here working out. His fun is cooked. So go watch some TV, please. Oh, and the 2 little girls are playing chess. So, have any of y'all played chess before? I kind of want to, I don't know. I'm more in the creative spectrum. Chess does seem a little bit boring to me, but I love the thought of these little kids playing it together. And they might be friends next time I go around and play their round, which is, oh, she burnt the food. Oh, she burnt the stove. Oh, I remember that. Because I'm like, damn, look at the stove. Forgive me, y'all. I didn't mean to cuss. Yay, yay. Oh, and she's going to have to use the bathroom soon. You gotta dedicate some time for the toddlers, and then after that, I tend to leave them alone for the last few days before they grow up. Because after I teach them their skills, I'm not really interested in them too much. There's too much to do with other folks. Yeah, he needs to get him a plate. Are you not hungry, girl? No, she gets her a plate too. It's your burnt food, okay? They're talking about engagements, like what? Why that little boy talking about engagements? You just met one other person that's not your family member? Like, maybe that's all you needed. Maybe that's all he needed. Just one person he's not related to, and that his family doesn't hate. Which is the problem with Veronaville, is that there's not enough independent bloodlines. You know. Well, hold on. There is that one girl who is in love with the opposite side of the family besides Juliet. And not that they're going to end up together, at least they wouldn't in my game intentionally. Because Romeo's romance them. He's going to Romeo it up. Oh, she came, got her daughter, and they're leaving. As you should, Mama, as you should. Come get your kids. I love that in Sims 2. Didn't you put that little girl to bed? Why is she still up? Crazy and incredible. Okay. Oh, she needs to sleep. But Chelsea takes a bath right quick. Ugh, get out of her room. He needs to get himself together. It's really late though. That's my fault. When you have so many people in the house, it's kind of hard to stay on top of everything. And I am someone, I realize now, I pause a lot, which is probably not interesting to people who are watching someone play. But I need a moment of peace sometimes with these folks. What is she doing? Putting away the food? Cool. She needs to do her homework. He's still on that ballet bar. Okay, okay, sir. Gonna feed the baby before she goes to bed. And Goneril, can you get something to eat too? And I might have her clean up the rest of this mess. Honestly. It's just terrible in here. Terrible. Let's save. It's the number one thing you should do in Sims, and it's still a thing that I forgot. Isn't there a mod though that gives you a reminder? I could be wrong. I think there's a mod for everything, because generally there is, and they'd be mods that were made years ago that I could have had. But when it comes to mods, you do have to be a bit careful and not do like I first did, which is just throwing everything in a thing in the folder and not being careful with it, because a lot of stuff can conflict, especially if you're not reading carefully. Thankfully, the modders will always tell you if they are aware of what it alters, what string or action, and what other conflicts their mods have with other known mods. Okay, so why can't you teach her how to study? You know what? Every once in a while it'd be like this. But this place is so tight. I'm going to have to consolidate their money and expand everything. No. I'm gonna have to see. Damn shame. You gotta get your homework done in the bathroom. But I'm definitely gonna have to expand her room. I want to expand this kitchen. Like, they have 6 family members. This kitchen is just not big enough. The living room needs to be a bit bigger too. I mean, they don't have that much money for me to expand like I want to. Little baby needs to be put to bed. Mom, can you do that for me, please? Put her to bed. And then you can go to bed too. Where's she at? Put her to bed. Something. Oh, girl, I said put her to bed. Oh, look at her. Miranda's whole thing is so bad. You go to sleep. Please put the little girl to bed. And then use the bathroom. I should have had her do the upstairs. Well, I know I told him to go to bed. Most likely he was in the way, so that stopped her from trying, and then she stopped trying, he stopped trying. all that bull. The Sims 2 will get on your nerves sometimes. Not as bad as The Sims 4. Sims 3, I remember them. They typically do what you tell them to do. But oh my god, I feel like they're being so disrespectful to me. Why is why her toy on? Did I do that? I must have put the toy on top of that dresser. Poor baby. They got all these nasty bottles in their bedroom. Got this cheap little furniture and stuff. That that's not how gonorrhea likes to roll. But it is what it is, and that's the end of the day for them. Pretty much chaotic as it would be in a family of 4 with a toddler, 2 children, and a teen. I hope to keep continuing their friendships, and slowly over time, the hate that they have for the other family members will subside, all of them, as long as it's not, they don't have negative interactions. I haven't been outside though. I haven't been to any local community lots, so it hasn't given them a chance to fight. But once I start going out, I know goodness well, they're all gonna find somebody to fight, which is where the drama really gonna be at. Okay. So just a reminder, because it's been a while and maybe you don't know, I was not able to get the clean version of Veronaville to work with Berry Berry for some reason. And the problem was Berry Berry, the sub hood, it was just not working for me. The version that I wanted wasn't working, and there wasn't a new one because these things take a lot of time to make. So I had to use Berry Berry as the main hood and attach Veronaville, the clean version, as a sub hood. So this is Veronaville, Berry Berry, excuse me. And these are the pictures that they took. I did play Berry Berry by this time, the whole everybody. But because of my default replacements, like some of their images are not the same, I just want you to see the theme of what's going on with these people, because it's very much supposed to complement Veronaville. In the same way, I feel like Blue Water Village complements Pleasant View just perfectly, because Dina Caliente can go ahead and get Malcolm Landgrab, and just continue that legacy. And there's other child age and teenage people for the teenagers of Pleasant View to go out with. These people did not look the same, and I didn't even recognize them. But it's, to be fair, I haven't really studied the people of Berry Berry, and the default replacement made everyone look differently. Some of them I really, really liked, but a few of them had to be made over as usual. I'm leaving the summaries of the people up here for you. I really appreciate the fact that this person took the time to get these pictures and film them and Photoshop them and all that stuff to give it that professional look, and added these, because some hoods, they add them and sometimes they disappear. But the fact that they went this far is just, it lets you know how much they really, really loved this particular hood. And they gave a lot of community lots. They gave a lot of community lots, and you'll find that when you play this particular hood, all of the houses are top tier designed. They are beautifully designed, and they're beautifully furnished, and they're a wonderful job. And I actually hate to add anything to the work of the creators of this hood. Like, it is amazing. And you see this one right here? This lady is supposedly pregnant by someone else. Oh boy, it is a mess. Okay, it is a plum mess, and it is terrible. But that's what a good hood is all about. Anyway, you guys, thank you all so much for watching with me. I am sorry for the lateness. It was something going on with my family, and I just could not get myself up to making any videos until now. Please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you have any tips or anything you would like to see in this hood, please let me know. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. I am doing a lot better, and so is my dad. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day.